Alright, what's going on guys, it's your boy Zuchi and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Drytrons, but going second. You guys did really good on the how to use Drytron video. You had like 8,200 views or something like that with 200 plus likes. You guys really enjoyed it and wanted to see this video, so I'm bringing it out for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I changed up the deck a little bit. I'm going to show you at the end of the video the deck list that I have. But this, I believe, is a better turn 2 option for Drytrons. And you guys are going to see in the video. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, let's just hop straight into it. Alright, so we're going to be doing the similar format to how we did the first video. Where we're just going to get a bunch of hands and... Oh, we're going to do two duels against this solo mode, right? And see what our turn 2 hand looks like. And see what kind of board we can create with the deck that I created, right? Because now I actually changed the deck up a little bit. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you guys in the end of this video. I don't know why I said that twice. Anyways, we're going to start it off with this right here. We have a pretty decent hand. Actually, it's a really good hand. The only thing that sucks is we have Eva in the hand already, but it really doesn't matter because, like I said, this is your turn 2. You're going to want to try to get over his board, right? So we're going to activate the Drytron Nova first. We're gonna bring in the Zeta. Right? Boom. Perfect. Alright, then we're gonna activate this. What am I doing? Okay, we're gonna do this. Get rid of that. I'm not gonna go too deep into what these cards do because, like I said, I do have a video. I do have a video explaining how to use the deck normally already. So now we're just gonna try to like speed run it, I guess, or something. I don't know. But we're gonna go do this. We're gonna add the BenTen to the hand. It's perfect. We're gonna activate the Zeta. Get rid of the BenTen. Summon there. We're gonna bring the Meteonis to the hand. This is perfect. So from here on, we're gonna activate this. And we're gonna bring another BenTen because at this point now we're just thinning the deck, right? We're thinning out the deck. From here, you can actually do one really decent play, which is you can go and try to bring out your Zeus, right? So what you do is you'd go into her, your Lyrilusc assembled, you stack them up, right? You get your 1-2 because she can attack directly for 2 times because she has 2 attached to monsters, or 3, I don't know. 2 or 3, either amount of times that she can attack first or attack directly. Just attack straight in. You go to your main phase 2 and you set up Zeus, right? That is an option you could do to try to get rid of your board, your opponent's board. It's gonna be hard. It is gonna be hard. This deck is not meant to go second, but you can do second turn plays, and that's one of them. But what I would do here is I would probably do that against that, but we're gonna just try to do our standard combo. We're gonna go to Mu Beta, that's good, because we do have the optimal hand, right? We're gonna send the Gamma. Perfect. Now we're gonna activate the Gamma. No, we're not. What do I have in there? No, we don't have anything. First, we're gonna do this. And we're gonna special summon the one from the graveyard, remember? We need the ones in our hand. Get rid of any one of those, doesn't really matter who you get rid of. Go here. Perfect. Then we're gonna activate the Gamma. Now we can use the ones from our hand, so we go here. Perfect. Alright, then we're gonna activate the BenTen, and we're gonna bring... Who would we bring here, actually? We will bring the Diviner. Perfect, we'll bring the Diviner. And from here, we're gonna do the standard. We're gonna go here, summon the Diviner. Activate this. We're gonna send the Herald. Activate the Herald, and we're gonna add... Because this is our turn 2, we're gonna add this, right? We could opt to go for this which would be actually a really good decision. We could do that. Let's bring the Ultimateness, right? We're gonna bring Ultimateness to the hand. This is perfect. We're gonna activate you. Use it on the Gamma. See, now how I changed my deck is I have, because now I could do 6-1-1. We could do either, we could go to you, this guy, which is, it's a really good card. If you get him in the graveyard, you could literally just bring him back. You can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. You can hope to hit one of the Evas, and the Eva's effect to activate. And you do what you gotta do from there with the Eva. You get the 2 fairies, and you'll have Ultimateness on the field. You could go, like I said, you could still do the Lyrilusc play, which is not a bad idea. You get these 2. Then you could XC summon into Beatrice as well. And that's also something that you could do. You could link summon into the Borrelsword Dragon, sorry, which is what I would prefer to do in this situation. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's what I would like to do. Right after I do this, right? So we're gonna go and we're gonna make the Beatrice. Then we can activate the Beatrice. We're gonna send the Eva. We're gonna activate Eva. Get rid of the Herald, and we don't need the Cyber Angel BenTen. Make sure, because I did make a mistake here. What you would want to do if you activate this, we send as a material. We're gonna send the Diviner of the Herald first, that way you're not immediately banishing your BenTen, because you could still use her technically. But yeah, we're gonna add 1, 2, right? So now we have a lot of negates. So if he has any card on the field in the back row, like, you know, like the Eldritch cards, you could still negate all of those. And you, like I said, we can do many things with it. The Eldritch monster is 2500 attack, I think, but he can go up to 3500. And this is when Natasha comes into clutch, or comes into play, I think. It says if this card is in the graveyard, you can banish one other Cyber Angel monster from your graveyard, then target one monster your opponent controls and special summon that. So that's also another play you could do. If I did that correctly, right? We could go and we could have gotten the Natasha play, and we could have stole, like, let's see, he has an Eldritch monster. We could have taken Eldritch and bring him to our field, but that's fine. We don't really need to do that. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring out, not yet, but first I'm gonna activate this, because why not? Let's just get him out while we can. Get him out while we can. This is still your turn too, guys. Remember that. Now we have this. Now we have Ultimateness. This is one thing that you could do. Right here, like I said, you could do this, alright? So if you just want to clear his board, like I said, you could have gone into Lyrilusc in the beginning, attack directly, go to your main phase 2, then just chill with the Zeus, try to get rid of his board. But let's say you're going against Eldritch, that really won't do too well for you. So that's only like a last resort type thing. That's gonna be like your turn like 6 or something, or however long the duel takes, right? What I like to do is this right here first. So we'll go into the Borrelsword. That takes, all right, we could do this. Let's get all 4 of these. All right, and the reason why I like this card so much is because of its effect right here. So it says this card can attack twice if you change the battle position of an attack monster that you have, or a face-up attack card, right? Also, as well, this card has another effect where, as you see right here, it says once per turn, when this card declares an attack on a face-up monster, you can activate this effect. Until the end of this turn, this card gains attack equal to half of the monster's current attack. So if he has the Eldritch monster at a high enough attack point, it gets half of that, and it's probably going to be able to attack over it. If he tries to do anything, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negates in your hand. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards on the field. Let's say he does. We have, once again, we have Herald of Ultimateness. The only thing that sucks is if you go, you have to get really lucky with the Eldritch, right? Eldritch, you're gonna want to have to, like, if they have skill drain or something like that, but we just lose. But we're going on the impression that they set cards, they're not reading the card effects of our monsters, or they don't know anything about Drytron, or they just got unlucky with their hand and they don't have any of those traps on the field, like Imperial Order skill drain and stuff like that, right? So the reason why this card is so good is we can just attack over the Eldritch card. We have Herald of Ultimateness with 6 negates. If he activates anything, we can just negate all of those. And as well, we can just use this. We technically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8. Because with Eva, she brings in 2 more, right? So that's just one thing you could do to get rid of the turn 2 board. It's really powerful. You're not using everything that you have, because you can still combo with this deck even if you do this play, right? Like I said, you can bring back your two level 1s. You can still bring back the Meteonis Drytron, which is something that we're gonna do. You can bring back your 2 level 1s. You're gonna go into the Lyrilusc, attack directly, then go into Zeus. You could use your cards in the grave. You could use your Drytron cards, get rid of the Cyber Angel Natasha, activate her effect. Like we said, we have 1 Cyber Angel monster in this, so we can take control of one of the cards, and then we could do stuff like that, right? So that's your main turn 2 play that you want to do with Drytrons, right? So hopefully this really helped you out right here. I don't know if I was all over the place or whatever, but I tried to keep it consistent. We're going to go into another duel and see what it's like if we just go into the Lyrilusc play, or we could just try to freestyle a little bit and see what we could do. So let's go. In this situation, we actually have such a good hand to combat Drytrons or any other cards, honestly. If we're going first, oh no, if we're going second, I lied to you. Even if we combat Drytrons, this is rough. You're gonna have to hope that the Drytron player bricked, or that they have no negates on the field, or they messed up or something. Like, most decks, if you go second against, especially in Platinum, they're gonna have like a 4-card Appaloosa or something, right? Or they're gonna have, like, if you're playing against Dinos, they're gonna have like 5 negates for some reason. I love that deck, by the way. I'm gonna have a deck list on that out soon, or a deck tutorial. But if you have just playing against a deck that can just negate your turn 2, this deck really struggles turn 2, but it can do well turn 2 depending on what you're playing against. Alright, so with this, we can do a lot. We actually can do so much. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is, first we're going to activate this. We're going to special summon the Gamma. Alright, we need the Gamma. We're going to activate the Alpha. Alright, perfect. Then we're going to add the BenTen. We're going to tribute BenTen. We're going to add the Drytron Meteonis, thank you. Activate BenTen, bring another BenTen. Perfect. Alright, perfect. And we can still do this. Can add 1 light. Okay. We won't, but it's just something that we could do indeed. Now, we're gonna... Not yet. We're not gonna do that yet. We have now the ability... We're gonna go into the Meteonis. Not the Meteonis, sorry. The Mu Beta. Gonna get a card in the graveyard, and with the card that we're gonna send is the Zeta. Or the Delta, my bad. Oh my god, I'm getting all these names wrong. Alright, perfect. This is us freestyling, by the way. This is what we drew, and this is what we can do, right? So we're gonna go here, activate the Zeta. Why do I keep calling it Zeta? The Delta. I keep saying, because I'm thinking of data. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thinking about the Zeta. Activate this. We're gonna draw a card. Perfect. Activate that, and we're gonna bring the other BenTen. Like I said, at this point we're just freestyling it, right? So then we're gonna activate. No, we're gonna use this. Special summon the 1 from the graveyard. Defense position, because why not? Alright, then we're gonna activate the Gamma. Pitch the BenTen again. The 1 in the hand, don't mess that up. Then we're gonna bring back the Alpha. We're gonna activate the BenTen. We're gonna bring the diviner. We're still making the same plays as last time, but this time we're gonna go into the Lyrilusc. 1, 2. We're gonna do 2. We don't need 3, right? I don't think we do. No, we'll do 2. Put it in attack position. So this is up to you, right? Because what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna be getting rid of our board and his board. So because of Zeus's effect, right? So once we do that, you shouldn't be going too crazy on what you want to do here. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up our board so we can get a follow-up turn, like a turn afterwards, if he manages to get over our Zeus or something, right? Or if we get rid of our board, we can just get a better board afterwards. So we're gonna summon the diviner, activate diviner. No, not yet. We're going to send you, as always, activate this. And we're going to bring the Ultimateness for next turn. And this is actually perfect. We're in good positions, alright? We have this. We're going to activate that. Use it on this. With Meteonis Drytron, we're able to bring it back from the graveyard. This is why I only put it at 1. Because if you can bring it from the graveyard, you really don't need to run 2. Because this is just, you know, you can just get it back every turn. Unless they get it, somehow they can use a card to remove that card from your graveyard. You don't need to. Most decks don't do that, from what I've seen or from how I've played. So yeah, we're going to have this. We're going to go into the Beatrice. We're still doing the similar plays as the video I showed you, but this is your turn 2. So we can OTK depending on what he has, but I like to be safe and not go all in because, you know, most decks out there are just wild and they can stop your plays. So we're gonna get rid of the diviner, get rid of the Eva. Activate Eva. Now this is just standard Drytron combo. Now we're gonna get one of 1, 2, and we're gonna add 1, 2. So like I said, this is just follow up for next turn, right? Because we're gonna go into the Zeus after this. Gonna set this, go into attack. Like I said, one more time, I'm gonna say it again. Zeus is going to clear our board and his board unless he can negate it, but I doubt it. I don't think he can, or I don't think any one of them can, because most of the time when I bring out Zeus, they can't really do anything. So we're gonna go here. We're just going to attack. We attack directly twice. Like I said, she can attack up to 2 times, I believe, because she has 2 cards. Good, and then we could just go in for the attack with you, depending on what he has. And we go for the attack. Simple. Just your standard attacks. And then after you attacked with her, you can just rank up to your Zeus if you wanted to. Or we could just go into the downered magician as well. That's that. And then we can go into Zeus. And I like to summon him in defense position because there's a lot of cards like lightning, whatever it says, can destroy your opponent's face-up attack position monsters. Now we have 4 negates that we could do with or 2 clear that we could do with Zeus. So this is a play that you could do. Like I said, it's not the best turn 2 board. Like theoretically, the one I did before is better. But Zeus is really, really good on his own. You could do that as well. Or you could bring the Natasha to your hand, send the Natasha to the graveyard, and use the Natasha in the graveyard. Activate that effect. Steal your opponent's monster, or whatever monster he has, the best monster on the field that he has, and bring him to your board. And then you could just combo off like that. And that honestly is a really, really good combo that I would show you, but it's rough. It is rough. But just know that you can, if you have Natasha in the graveyard, you can activate her effect, get rid of a Cyber Angel in the graveyard, activate her effect, steal one of your opponent's monsters, then you can full combo, do whatever you want from there on, and you can probably win on your turn too. That's why this deck is really good. It's really, really consistent. I rarely brick with this deck, but even if I do brick, I created, like I said, I changed a lot of stuff in this deck to better the turn 2, or even if I brick, because if I draw a bunch of fairies, I can still make combos. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the deck list right now. Okay, so this is the deck list right here. I didn't change too much. The only thing that really was changed, I removed, because in the last one I had Lava Golem, right? And some other stuff. But I removed one of the Meteonis Drytron, and I got rid of one of these. And I believe I added this. This is new. The Foolish Burial. I got rid of one of the Preparation of Rites and one of the Meteonis Drytron. And we kept everything else the same. I actually added Herald of Perfection, because just in case you can't, for some reason, you just can't bring out the Herald of Ultimateness, you still have this as a backup, right? If they get rid of your Ultimateness, you have this as a backup. It's another negate. It basically does the same thing, so that's really good. I added back the Drytron Fafnir, the field spell, because, I don't know, I just felt like it should be in there, honestly. You don't have to run it. It really isn't necessary, but I just like having it in there. For the extra deck, I put in Michael the Arch-Lightsworn. The Lightsworn, this card is really good. You could still use this card in the deck for turn 2 plays. Like I said, for your turn 2, you're going to want to try to bring out cards that can get over your opponent's board. And this card banishes cards on the field. You can get him out. So if you summon your Diviner, as you saw in the first part of the video where I did the tutorial, he was able to be summoned. It's because the Diviner banishes a level 6, and you have a level 1 tuner, which is your which is the Diviner, and you can have your level 1 Drytron card, which you're always gonna have on the field, and you could just go into your Michael. Or what you could do is you could go into this guy if you have 2 level 1s with the Diviner on the field. There you go. You could bring him out, and he's really good. Like I said, he's really good. We put in Lyrilusc so that way we could go into the Downerd and the Diviner. That's gonna be a good combo right there. Anything with the Lyrilusc in there is actually really good. Like the Lyrilusc Tri-Brigades are really good. That's the thing out right now. We have, and something else that I changed, I got rid of... No, I didn't get rid of anything. No, I did. I got rid of Axis Code Talker, and I put in this Borrelsword because I just like his effect more. The fact that you could just take half of the attack damage. Maybe it's just me. I like this card more than the Axis Code Talker. And it can attack twice. So there's not many cards that can get over this or can combat this, because like I said, you're gonna want to go. What I like to do, and I do it a lot with this deck, is I go into this card and then I have the Herald of Ultimateness as a backup with like 7 negates in my hand on my turn 2. So it's really, really consistent turn 2 deck, the way that I built it, and it's really consistent, especially in turn 1, because if you go first in your turn 1, you can just do your standard combo that I showed you in the tutorial that I had on how to use Drytrons for like your turn 1 or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. I have more tutorials coming out for other decks like the Dinos. I'm working on that one. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe, all this stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.